Well, today is Saturday, and we're getting that much closer to Christmas. Uh, I wanted to make sure all my subs get the Christmas holiday spirit. Let me send it your way if I can. I hope you're all ready. You have your things picked out for your Christmas meal. You got your presents bought for everybody, and if you have a tree, the lights and ornaments are all on it, so you can enjoy it for a few weeks. And let's see, of course I wanted to shout out to some of the channels I follow. They've provided a lot of entertainment this year, and some of it was more than entertainment. It was a lot of these channels have done a lot of good things, and so special shout out to those channels that are brave enough to stand up and give of their self, and some of them gave out of their pocket. A lot of the subs out there did. I'm grateful for the subs that have followed my channel with positive thoughts. I think it takes a special sub out there when they can get on a channel without getting a lot of name calling going, and they don't get into dog fights. But, this time of the year, we just need to learn how to kind of stand back away from troubling things. If nothing else, hand it over to the Lord. Just get on your knees and pray and ask Him to lift those burdens up that may be bothering you. It could be somebody else's trespass against you, and maybe you can kind of hold back yourself. Give peace a chance. See what happens with it. Sometimes after a few weeks, it can be a new habit for you. But anyway, here's a shout out, and hopefully I don't miss anybody. Super Dave, shout out to you, man. You're doing great. Milltown's Best is his channel. Please look it up. He's going to have a lot of different things coming up between now and Christmas. So consider him part of a Christmas package. He's come a long ways. He's bought some new equipment this year, and he got himself a new easy chair. Something I'm going to have to get because I'm always having to reset this one. I don't know if there's a spring broke on this little lever or not, but it's always kicking out, and then I start going backwards. I want to shout out to BBR on his channel. He needs your prayers. His brother has cancer. He's been spending a lot of time with him. You've got my best wishes out there, and I hope all of you feel the same way about PBR. Oh, let's go to. We can't forget Darwin. He always has good ideas, and he takes it kind of slow, but he does that so that you'll listen to every word, and sometimes that works good. With him, I think it works very well because he's consistent in the way he talks, and it's very plain, very easy to understand. So shout out to you there, Darwin. I like listening to you. Oh, who else are we going to pick up? How about two Lees in a pod? Lisa and your husband Gabe. Tori, she's got Leatherworks out there, channel. We don't want to forget about Rob. Rob is got the Get Swamped channel. You could call him the Gator guy. He's been an integral part this last few months of this year. I've watched him. I've seen him catch several alligators. I even I seen him get knocked down there once. That was a little worrisome. But he has plenty of people there to help him when something goes wrong. But I got to tell you that when he got took down, they kind of scared me a little bit. I thought, boy, this guy's going to get it. I've been around alligators pretty close up to them, and when I lived in Louisiana, where my wife and I lived down there, and my daughters, they came right up into our parking lot, and we were right off the Intercoastal Canal down there in Houma, Louisiana. I never worried too much about them. I didn't go out poking. I used to see them out in the swamp. We'd go on the weekends. We'd always go out on a boat and go around. I used to love to pull off on the side and get into the swamp a little bit, wherever we could get with our boat. It was a shallow draft style, but it was big. I mean, it was around 20 feet long, I think, and big and wide. I had a 115 horse motor on it, I think, Evinrude. So if I had to get, I could get pretty good. I never did take it out in the Gulf. I felt I needed something a lot bigger than that for the Gulf. That thing, those waves get pretty big out there. Let's see. Anyway, shout out to you, Robbie. I enjoy your channel, and I enjoy it when you're on Two Leaves in a Pod. I think a lot of times you're the calming voice out there. Yeah, you've got a lot of good sense, that's for sure. Oh, I don't want to forget anybody. Oh, Guapo. And I know I said something earlier, I thought. But, he was in an art gallery of some kind today. I watched quite a bit of it. I don't know if he's still alive right now or not, but on the channel. But it was interesting. But you might want to go out there and look at it. For quite a while, he followed somebody around during in between all the exhibits that were out there in this building. But you'd have to see it to know what I'm talking about. And but anyway, shout out Guapo. I did enjoy it. I didn't stay for the whole thing. I had some other things I was taking care of today. Oh, I don't want to forget Thomas Collins out there, Living the Country Life channel. I see he got his truck back together, got his transmission put in, and it sounds like it's running okay. I can understand having to work on things like that all the time, Thomas. I spent a lot of my spare time over the years working on vehicles, my own vehicles. Sometimes when you've got to replace something more than once, it's upsetting, and I know you've had to take that transmission in and out now. But at least you got it back in, and it's running down the road and shifting, doing what it's supposed to do. So shout out to you. Hope you have a nice Christmas. I know you're expecting, I believe you're expecting your father home this month. I want to wish you all the luck in getting things up and running. Oh, for all the people out there in Otter Creek, I wish all of you a happy holiday season. Don't let some of the things that have gone on out there bother you during this holiday. Just pretend like it's going to go away, because I believe the courts will settle things here in the near future. I'd hate to see it go on another year. Lord knows it's been torture for everybody that got involved with it, and it's heart-rending for the people that have to watch it. I did a lot of work on looking things up, and I know that people don't think that's a whole lot, but when you get on here and start to search backgrounds and stuff, some of it can get to you. And anyway, I found a channel that does that, and not only does it, but goes the extra step in helping the investigative process and bringing in proof of things, so that when they're on there talking about something, they have documentation for it. And that would be Two Leaves in a Pod. They're doing that. I know it's been a lot of hard work. And I want to thank Bruce Miskin for putting all that time pro bono into helping the court case. He's handling a federal court case for Ms. Preston and John Cook. Hope I said that right, John Cook. Some people, they've been given nicknames out there. And when you listen to it, the problem is people will copy those nicknames. It's kind of like Otter Creek. Yeah. I always say Creek, and I have to, but it's Creek. And it's Otter, not Otter. There's no D's in Otter Creek. It's two T's. And I'm not sure why people like to misappropriate a town's name. To me, I think it's a disservice to the town. It's disrespect of the founders of that town. There's a lot of reasons to use the correct name when you call out an area. I mean, I can't, re-guess people that do things like that. And it's hard to get rid of a nickname. Some people foreshorten their name to make it a nickname. Am I forgetting anybody out there? I know Kendra is on the channel quite a bit here lately with 2 leaves in a pod. So shout out to you too, Kendra. I didn't mean to leave you out. I haven't seen you that much. I've only been fooling around out there on some of these channels for about the last 5 or 6 months. And each one of them kind of has promoted the other. It's kind of like it's a shout out every once in a while to somebody out there, so that pretty soon more people come in, and that way you kind of gain subs. Oh, let's see. I'd say that between all of them channels that I mentioned today, they all have a common bond, and they've kind of rallied around my next shout out, and that is Michelle, John, and Harley. And I know they've had it kind of rough, and I want to tell you, I've been praying for you. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of background checks, and I really hope that you get to see some peace here very quickly. I don't know how much stress a person can take, and you guys have certainly been able to hold up under all this, and I know you've gained a lot of new friends this year, and I hope that trend continues and that you're able to get back on your feet. You've suffered enough as far as I'm concerned. And I have had a lot of people come on my channel and knock me for my beliefs, but I want to remind you out there, all of you, that part of our freedoms is to have an opinion. We don't have a government that says you can't have an opinion. Okay. And the people out there should feel the same way. After all, we have a constitution that gives us those rights. And so the things I ask you to be on this channel, I have every right to ask you to be decent on here. I get pretty upset when I get, well, not necessarily upset, but when people come in and try to reassign your heart to a different way of thinking, and after a while, if the same person does it over and over and over, then you know that they're not doing it just to be nice, they're trying to be aggravating as well. They put words in your mouth, and they browbeat you and do all kinds of things, call you names, threaten you. There are a few out there that make mountains out of molehills. We all know who those people are. I don't know. Well, I can tell you this. I wouldn't want to walk in a lot of their shoes. Let's put it that way. But anyway, I'm going to end this pretty quick. But my thoughts and prayers are for you, Michelle and John and Harley. And I sincerely wish you a happy holidays coming up, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I am so happy that there's things coming to you. I mean, as I speak, things are being gathered for you. And your future looks a lot better than what has happened to you in the last couple of years. Pretty soon, hopefully, that home of yours will be more than just a dream. It'll be something that you'll be able to utilize rather than think about. It'll actually be there, and it will be yours. And as surely as that fence was done, so will that house be done. I think the good Lord has took an interest in you and gathered a lot of people around you to help you out. So you have a Merry Christmas, and I have nothing but good thoughts for you. You are in my prayers. I think I'll call it a day, and I hope I haven't hurt anybody's feelings out there that I've forgotten. I know, well, it's hard for me to take every single sub that's come into the channel. As old as I'm getting, it's a little harder to remember names. And yes, I do know a bunch of them from coming on here, but I don't want to start naming too many of my subs because I'm going to forget some, and I don't want to do that. I want you all to know I appreciate every one of you that come on here, and I know some of you have opposing ideas and thoughts, but you've acted or conducted like young ladies and young men, and you've been respectful on my channel, and I'm thankful for that. You're welcome to come on here and express opinions when you're respectful about it. So it's been a good year for that. Very few have gone the other way. And for all of you out there that said, well, you were built because you were through Larry Foreman. And it is true, Larry Foreman got me a tremendous amount of subs. And at least half of them are not there. I mean, they're gone because they had different interests. Anytime somebody helps you get subs, and Larry Foreman certainly did, and I'm very thankful for him. Some of them will stick because they like you. Some of them will leave because they don't like you at all. And some of them leave because they're not interested in what I've got to say. They were Larry's subs. They were involved with things that he does. I'm not like Larry. I'm not a legal person. I'm not a lawyer in any way. And he is. And he has a lot of that stuff on his channel, makes it easy for you to follow. And I do thank him for it, like I say. But a lot of you have said, you hope I lose all my subs. Well, quite frankly, the reason I'm not monetized is because if something like that would happen, I don't have to depend on the financial end or money coming in. I've been retired a number of years, and I don't intend to go back to work. The job I had would have paid a lot more than what I could have made on here, because you don't just get 100,000 subs overnight, or 700,000 or 800,000 subs overnight. It takes time, it takes hard work. You got to have some luck with it. Somebody my age, I don't think stands any chance of doing that. I don't think you can. But I do thank the people that have stuck with me, and a lot of those that stuck with me did come from Larry's channel. But, and I have no qualms about that. It's for you guys that keep telling me that I didn't earn them. Well, That's right. A lot of them I didn't earn. So I don't know what else to tell you. If you want to tell the world, my best thing I can tell you is, and I know a lot of you don't post things on your channel, but here's what I advise you. Get on your channel and build your channel up if you want. Get you some subs, and then you can spread to the world how you feel about any one thing. You have more luck of getting things out that you want out there. So if you have a channel and if you create the shows, it's not the easiest thing to get on here and try to create something. I think that's about wraps it up. It's been one heck of a ride this year. I spent way too much time on here doing things that I probably should have been doing other stuff. I've got a whole garage full of those jobs that I need to get done. Some of it is, well, I got quite a bit of gunsmithing to do. I got behind. Let's see, I think I've got most of them out of sight. YouTube takes a dim view on things like that. And one of my favorite shows is Colt 45, by the way. He's a gunsmith, and he's got a lot of different things that I was interested in over the year. My grandfather did a lot of it. I learned most of it through my dad. So, matter of fact, I learned mechanics through my dad, and then finished off to learn truck mechanics in the military. Oh, what else? Well, I'm all done. I'm not going to embarrass you there. But make it so boring. I'm rattling, and yeah, 22 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and post this up. But thanks for listening. It's in the afternoon already, Saturday. See, I don't think I forgot anybody out there, did I? I hope I didn't. If I did, I apologize. If I missed somebody, I'll let them know on the next one. You get down there in my thing, put a comment down there and tell me that I missed you. If you want to join, go ahead and hit the sub button or whatever. Hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and put comments in if you want. You're always welcome to do any one or all. Come on back when you get a chance. I'll see you later.